This is coaching. This is coaching. Get back if you're Damian Lillard. Sprint doesn't matter. You want Malik Beasley to guard the ball. I'm sprinting back to be in help. Like, what are you doing? Like, Malik Beasley's going to be off balance. You know this. He's going to have to shift over to take Derek White. Get over and help. Get it in the middle of the floor. Will you stop? This is coaching. This is coaching. Damian Lillard's back should be to the baseline. He should be in a defensive stance with his feet set. His back should not be to the sidelines. He should not be playing with his shorts right now, as you can see. So that's an open three. Why can't Chris Middleton just guard the ball? Why? Just guard the ball. What is that gamble? What is that? Damian Lillard. What? Up the line. Feet set, defensive stance. They're going to be ready to guard Tatum when this ball gets swung. You're just tiptoeing backwards. Not even close to ready to guard. You're coming uphill as he's going downhill. Now, a well-coached team would have Jay Crowder immediately rotating over into the gaps so Damian Lillard could force Jason Tatum right into some help. But that doesn't happen, and Damian Lillard was cooked because what was he doing beforehand? The Bucks switch here. It's a weird-looking switch. Brook Lopez now is stuck on Tatum. We got to get up here. We got to pinch in from the gaps. This is not a great matchup on the perimeter. Brook Lopez, you got to get up. You got Malik Beasley is rotating to the ball. You got to get up. You have help. 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 The Bucks are fronting the post. So Brook Lopez has already got to be under. If you're fronting the post, you can't let the pass over the top get made. You have no one moving in backside help. So once this pass is made, the Celtics have numbers on the weak side of the floor, and everyone's one pass away. So who's wide open? On this handoff, this is so tiring and exhausting and nasty. I'm either jamming the screener and Connaughton's going under, or with the sidelines right there, I can quickly hedge. That dribble will be picked up immediately. Portis would be in backside help for half a second because Gallinari can push him back once the dribble's picked up, which again, with the sideline, there will be in half a second. What do? Drop coverage, wide open. The game plan of playing off of Jason Tatum is just miserable. Patrick Beverley comes to the middle of the floor to help. Could Chris Middleton get up and show his hands and guard? There can't be any help when you're just letting Tatum walk it to the paint right here. Chris Middleton, this should be a screen you're hedging, so then why am I trying to get over the top of the screen early? Always will get destroyed the other way. First of all, what is Bobby Portis doing? You're not a part. There is no screen. Could we see what our man Luke Cornett's doing, which is setting a flare screen? So I'm yelling, flare, 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 so Beverly knows to stay up and over the top. Look at this. Beverly has no idea that flare screen's coming. If you're Danilo Gallinari, whatever that is with your hand, don't do it. Show your hands, be in a defensive stance, sliding your feet. You want to shade Peyton Pritchard to the middle of the floor where Connaughton is waiting in help. What are you even? You're not in a defensive stance. You're doing something with your hand, so you're completely off balance and wrecked. Chris Middleton is literally going to backpedal before Jason Tatum does anything. Again, you have Gallinari at the top of the key. I have a bunch of bodies on the strong side of the floor too, so there's help. Why can't we get up and guard? Look at this. Tatum hasn't even done anything. He's not done anything, and Chris Middleton's already backpedaling. First of all, and this is certainly coaching, this is where the dribble gets picked up. Damian Lillard, never away from the ball am I above the three-point line. I'm right at the top of the key. That's where Pritchard's dribble gets picked up. So that doesn't happen. So now we got to talk this out. Like Patrick Beverley, Brook Lopez is planning on Patrick Beverley continuing to guard Peyton Pritchard. So did Patrick Beverley communicate for Brook Lopez to take Peyton Pritchard one-on-one and he'd find someone else to guard? Doesn't look like it because Patrick Beverley's in the middle of nowhere and Brook Lopez, just guard the ball. Guard the ball. If a handoff happens, you'll guard it then. Let's take a look at Brook Lopez, already anticipating a handoff, so he's beat the other way. Right, the Bucks switch here. So first of all, Brook Lopez, I'm sprinting up with Al Horford, so I'm ready to guard the ball on the switch. But most importantly, Brook Lopez is switching on to Tatum. Huge mismatch. must get underneath the screener on the switch, so I'm in help right there. And there's help in the middle of the floor. Beasley switches over the top. Why? Guard the ball. Focus on the ball. If the screen comes, you will guard when the screen gets there. Chris Middleton, look at his eyes. Already looking for a screen, leaning towards the screen. And Brook Lopez is guarding a screen that's being set on the opposite shoulder of Chris Middleton. So this is right to the rim. First of all, Malik Beasley, don't crowd Jaylen Brown. Back to the baseline, a step off. As he lifts, we'll lift with him. So because you're crowding him, look at how he just created that space. That's 2 steps of space that shouldn't be there. Now, this is exactly why on handoffs, you must jam the screener. Using your body, showing your hands. So Jaylen Brown's not pulling right off this, and Malik Beasley can actually get under. But you're not doing it. So there's no screen to get under. Jaylen Brown's pulling up immediately. Chris Middleton is giving up the baseline. So Jay Crowder, did you work on this? You got to see the ball first. You're going to have to double here and beat Jaylen Brown to that spot. Malik Beasley would immediately rotate down. You leave the weak side wing. You can rotate out from there. What is Jay Crowder doing? Where are you? Brook Lopez, get up. Stay connected to Porzingis. You can't drop coverage. Get up. Hedge the screen. I'm up, pushing Jason Tatum out. So now Damian Lillard, 1-2 steps, I'm in backside help. And now it's easy to recover on a skip pass. But you're in drop coverage. So Porzingis, Tatum's dribble's alive for forever. Porzingis now can roll deep in the paint. Lillard's not getting out now. Of course, on this pick and pop, it'd be easier to just hedge because there's no place for Al Horford to pop to. But so you're in your stupid drop coverage again. Chris Middleton has to rotate to Al Horford. Brook Lopez is not getting to the top of the key. And then Portis would come to the wing. Brook Lopez would have to sprint to the corner. No one moves. Practice shot. I just wish the world was different. I wish the world was a better place. Danilo Gallinari. First of all, why are you not in a defensive stance? Patrick Beverley's come to the top of the key, so you have help. So get up and show your hands. We're not playing off. You have help. Why is this instant battle? You're just backpedaling. Patrick Beverley's waiting. You're just backpedaling. Then we're going to gamble right here. So now it doesn't even matter that there's going to be help because you've completely turned around. Chris Middleton is giving up the baseline again. The help would have to come from Gallinari right here. Bobby Portis is not helping from the strong side wing. And then Beverley would have to rotate down, and then you'd leave the weak side wing. Connaughton would have to rotate from there, and you should be okay. But Bobby Portis is the one coming to double, so we're not okay. I don't know why AJ Green has to trap. Maybe because the one-on-one defense is decrepit. Can't you just be in the gaps so I can help and recover? Bobby Portis can get up. Make sure Tatum comes into that help. Okay, so you're going to trap. So you got AJ Green. You just trapped. Patrick Beverley's got to rotate to Derek White. And then Pat Connaughton comes down to Peyton Pritchard. Lillard would come down to the opposite block. And then Portis would rotate to Jaylen Brown. You're not trapping and then going to the first pass. Doc Rivers lives in my nightmares. Don't gamble. Look at Pat Connaughton right here. Look at Chris Middleton. You have help. Just slide your feet. What is it with this one-on-one defense? Gambling, not sliding your feet. Off balance, too. Bobby Portis obviously is not in help here. Middleton is ignoring his man in the corner in help. Lillard's the same thing. So that's Bobby Portis needs to stay home on Porzingis. Why are you doubling right now? Not ready to box out. So even on this miss, right back.